Greetings, I am Han, and I am here to bring you the top 10 travel spots. We're about to drop some serious travel knowledge on you. Bucket list destinations that'll make your Instagram followers drool. Teaming up with Signal Travel concierge services to make your dream trip a reality. Today we're diving into Sweden, a real-life fairy tale. Think Vikings, snow-capped mountains, and historic cities. Buckle up for a wild ride through Sweden's greatest hits. First up, we're hitting up Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. This city is basically a collection of islands, 14 to be exact, all connected by bridges. It's like Venice, but with a Scandinavian twist. Imagine canals everywhere, colorful buildings reflecting in the water, boats cruising by. It's the kind of place you can spend hours just wandering around, getting lost in the beauty of it all. And the best part is Stockholm knows how to blend its history with its modern side. You've got cobblestone streets and medieval architecture right next to sleek modern buildings. It's a city that effortlessly combines the old and the new. Trust me, you'll be snapping photos left and right. From the colorful buildings lining the waterfront to the intricate details of the Royal Palace, Stockholm is a photographer's dream. Speaking of the Royal Palace, this place is a must-see. It's the official residence of the Swedish monarch, and it's absolutely massive. I'm talking over 600 rooms, kind of massive. You can take a tour, check out the changing of the guard ceremony, or just marvel at the sheer grandeur of it all. It's like stepping back in time, but with better shoes. And if you're a history buff, you can't miss the Vasa Museum. This place houses a perfectly preserved 17th century warship, the Vasa, which sank on its maiden voyage. Talk about a bad first day at work, right? Stockholm is a city that seamlessly blends its rich history with a vibrant modern culture. One minute you're exploring a centuries-old castle. The next you're sipping coffee in a trendy cafe. It's the best of both worlds. Next up, we're heading west to Gothenburg, Sweden's second largest city. This place is like Stockholm's cooler, more laid-back cousin. It's got a more relaxed vibe, but it's still packed with things to see and do. Gothenburg is located on the coast and is known for its beautiful canals, which you can explore by boat. It's a totally different perspective on the city, and it's super relaxing. And let's talk about the food scene for a minute. Gothenburg is a foodie's paradise, especially if you love seafood. Freshly caught fish, shrimp, oysters, you name it, they've got it. But Gothenburg isn't all about fancy restaurants. The city is also known for its fika culture, which is basically the Swedish art of taking a break for coffee and pastries. Trust me, you'll want to embrace this tradition. Now, if you're a car enthusiast, you probably know that Gothenburg is the birthplace of Volvo. And you can actually visit the Volvo Museum and learn all about the history of this iconic Swedish car maker. But Gothenburg isn't just about cars and canals. It's also home to Liseberg, one of the most popular amusement parks in Scandinavia. Liseberg has it all: roller coasters, carousels, games, and even live music. It's a great place to let loose, have some fun, and feel like a kid again. And if you're looking for some green space, Gothenburg has plenty of parks and gardens where you can relax and soak up the sun. From the sprawling Slotskogen Park to the serene botanical gardens, there's a green oasis for everyone in Gothenburg. We're heading south to Malmö, Sweden's futuristic playground. Cutting-edge architecture, a sci-fi skyline, and an electric vibe. Check out the Turning Torso, an iconic twisted skyscraper. Malmö blends old and new seamlessly. Historic squares next to sleek, modern buildings. The vibe? Totally different from Stockholm, a multicultural energy that's contagious. Now, when you're done being mesmerized by the Turning Torso, and trust me, it's easy to get lost staring at that thing, take some time to explore Malmö's other treasures. Start with a stroll around Lilla Torg, this charming little square in the heart of the city. Cobblestone streets, colorful buildings, cafes spilling out onto the sidewalks. It's the perfect place to grab a coffee, people watch, and soak up the atmosphere. And speaking of coffee, Malmö's coffee culture is on another level. Forget your Starbucks, guys. We're talking independent coffee shops with baristas who are practically artists, crafting the perfect latte art. Oh, and if you're into art, don't miss Moderna Museet Malmö. It's this amazing contemporary art museum housed in an old electric power station. Talk about a cool contrast. They've got thought-provoking exhibitions, installations, the works. Malmö will surprise you, I'm telling you. We're traveling north to Uppsala, synonymous with knowledge and history. The oldest university in Scandinavia, founded in 1477. The library has ancient manuscripts and rare books. The city has youthful energy from its massive student population. The cathedral, a Gothic masterpiece, dominates the skyline. Now, when you're done being wowed by the university and the cathedral, make sure to explore the rest of Uppsala. Start with a walk along the Fyris River. It's the perfect place to relax. For local culture, head to Gamla Uppsala. Viking burial mounds and ancient ruins await. And don't forget to grab some fika. Uppsala has tons of cozy cafes. Hold on to your hats. We're hopping over to Gotland Island, our destination Visby, a town like stepping into a time machine. Medieval walls, cobblestone streets, and Viking history. First things first, the walls. Built in the 13th century, these walls encircle Visby. Imagine the stories those walls could tell. Walking along the top, you feel history all around. Inside, it's like stepping back in time. Cobblestone streets, colorful houses, charming shops, and cozy cafes. You half expect to see knights in shining armor. But Visby isn't stuck in the past. The town has a vibrant energy with locals and tourists. Art galleries showcase contemporary works, trendy boutiques sell unique finds, and restaurants serve traditional and modern cuisine. And now, if you really want to experience Visby at its most magical, try to time your visit with Medieval Week. For 1 week every summer, the entire town transforms into a giant medieval festival. We're talking jousting tournaments, fire shows, musicians playing traditional instruments, and locals dressed up in full medieval garb. It's like something out of a movie, and it's an absolute blast. But even if you can't make it for Medieval Week, there's still plenty to see and do in Visby. Check out the ruins of the old churches, explore the botanical garden, or just wander the streets and soak up the atmosphere. And don't forget to try some saffron spannkake, a local saffron pancake that's a specialty of Gotland. It's the perfect way to end a day of exploring this enchanting town. All right, guys, buckle up because we're heading north, way north to Kiruna. This place is like something out of a dream or maybe a sci-fi movie because the whole town is actually moving. We'll get to that in a bit. First, let me tell you about the Ice Hotel. Imagine this, a hotel made entirely of ice and snow, rebuilt every year. It's got these crazy ice sculptures, ice beds, even an ice bar. You sleep in thermal sleeping bags, and yeah, it gets cold, but trust me, it's an experience you won't forget. And if you're lucky, you might even catch the northern lights while you're there. We're talking vibrant greens, purples, blues dancing across the sky. It's like nature's own light show, and it's absolutely mesmerizing. Seriously, add Kiruna to your bucket list, people. It's a must-see. Now, remember I said Kiruna is a city on the move? Well, here's why. See, Kiruna sits on a massive iron ore mine, and the mining operations have made the ground unstable. So they're actually relocating the entire city to a new location a few kilometers away. Think about that for a second. They're moving buildings, homes, everything. It's an incredible feat of engineering and logistics. Imagine the planning, the coordination, the sheer scale of it all. This relocation project is happening in stages, and it's expected to take decades to complete. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our ability to adapt to changing circumstances. And, you know, it makes Kiruna even more unique. So yeah, Kiruna's got it all, natural wonders, a one-of-a-kind hotel, and a city on the move. All right, guys. Let's switch gears and head to Örebro, a city that's got a little bit of everything history, culture, and some seriously stunning scenery. And what better place to start our exploration than Örebro Castle? This medieval fortress sits right in the heart of the city, overlooking the Svartån River. Imagine walking through those ancient gates, picturing knights and battles and all that epic medieval stuff. Inside the castle, you can explore museums, check out historical exhibitions, and learn all about the castle's fascinating past. It's like taking a step back in time. And the best part, you can actually get married in the castle. Now, just a stone's throw from the castle, you'll find Wadköping, an open-air museum that's like stepping back in time. It's a collection of old houses, shops, and workshops, all preserved to give you a glimpse of what life was like in 18th and 19th century Sweden. You can wander through cobblestone streets, chat with craftspeople in period costumes, and even try some traditional Swedish treats. It's an immersive experience that's fun for the whole family. And if you're a nature lover, Örebro won't disappoint. The city is full of parks and green spaces, perfect for a relaxing stroll or a bike ride. Check out the Stadsparken, a beautiful park right in the city center, or head to Åset Nature Reserve for some bird watching and hiking. So, there you have it. Örebro, a city that seamlessly blends history, culture, and natural beauty. All right, aviation geeks, this one's for you. We're heading to Linköping, a city with a rich aviation history. Seriously, this place is obsessed with planes, and it's awesome. First stop, the Swedish Air Force Museum. This place is like a candy store for airplane enthusiasts. They've got an incredible collection of aircraft, from vintage biplanes to modern fighter jets. You can climb inside cockpits, learn about the science of flight, and even experience what it's like to fly in a flight simulator. It's the perfect place to geek out on all things aviation. But wait, there's more. Linköping is also home to Saab, the Swedish aerospace and defense company. You can visit their factory and see how these incredible machines are made. Talk about a behind-the-scenes look at cutting-edge technology. Now, Linköping isn't all about planes. This city has a rich history that dates back centuries. Check out the Linköping Cathedral, a stunning Gothic cathedral. It's over 800 years old. Inside, you'll be blown away by the stained glass windows. For a taste of old Sweden, head to Gamla Linköping. Cobbled streets, wooden houses, and traditional crafts. Linköping has something for everyone. All right, we're heading south now, down the coast to Helsingborg. It's this cool historic city right across the water from Denmark. You can see Denmark from the shore. How wild is that? Helsingborg is one of those places that just feels alive. The harbor with ferries coming and going, the old town with its cobblestone streets, and the incredible medieval tower, Kärnan. The vibe here, it's electric. People are out enjoying the cafes, the shops, the parks, the light reflecting off the water, the colorful buildings, the narrow alleyways. It's a visual feast. Okay, so we've talked about the harbor, the history, the energy, but Helsingborg's also got this other side to it, a more relaxed, almost regal side. And that's where Sofiero Palace and Gardens come in. This place is insane. Imagine sprawling gardens, colorful flowers everywhere, fountains, sculptures, the whole 9 yards. It's like stepping into a fairy tale. You can wander around for hours just soaking it all in. It's the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. And the palace itself is something else. It's got this grand, elegant feel with ornate rooms and a fascinating history. You can practically feel the presence of Swedish royalty as you walk through the halls. It's definitely worth checking out. Next stop on our Swedish adventure, we're rolling into Lund. It's a university town, and you can feel it the second you arrive. There's this energy, this buzz of intellectual curiosity. Lund University is the heart and soul of this city. Founded in 1666. It's one of Scandinavia's oldest. Historic buildings, cobblestone streets, it's like stepping back in time. But Lund isn't just about books and lectures. It's got a vibrant cultural scene too. Students from all over the world give it an international vibe. Lund isn't just academic, it's deeply spiritual too. Lund Cathedral is massive and stunning. It's one of Sweden's most visited churches. The twin towers and Romanesque design are breathtaking. Inside, history washes over you. Next door is the Lund University Historical Museum. It's a crash course in Swedish history. The hidden gem is the Botanical Garden, an oasis of tranquility in the city. So there you have it, guys. 10 incredible Swedish destinations, each with its own unique charm and character. From the bustling streets of Stockholm to the tranquil gardens of Lund, Sweden has something to offer every traveler. This country, it's got it all. History, culture, nature, adventure, and the best part, it's easier to experience than you might think. That's where our friends at Signal Travel Concierge Services come in. They'll handle all the details, from booking flights and accommodations to crafting the perfect itinerary based on your interests. Trust me, these guys know their stuff. They'll make sure your trip to Sweden is unforgettable. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your Swedish adventure today. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Until next time, keep exploring.